Bubble tea. You've seen it, probably tasted its delightful flavor, famous for its mix of creamy milk tea base, variety of different fruits and flavors, and its signature tapioca pearls, which rest in the bottom of the drink. Its origination in Taiwan has skyrocketed globally, providing the world with a captivating, delightful beverage that has taken the world by storm, and still is growing significantly around the world. Its growth had quite the unique evolution compared to other famous beverages or foods, but still managed to grow a net worth of $2.5 billion. But how has bubble tea, or boba, grown to its immense success? Here, we'll delve into its fascinating history, rapid growth, cultural significance, and its global impact and general significance on the global beverage industry.
While most famous modern consumables have an exquisite and long impacting history, the origination of bubble tea didn't meet the criteria of a prominently fabled or legendary backstory. It was founded by a tea house manager in Taiwan sometime by the early 1980s for their company Chunshui Tang. She was experimenting with various ingredients in the tea house and decided to mix tapioca pearls into iced tea, resulting in the now famous bubble tea. Despite its late innovation, it has been seen as a cultural recognition of Taiwan as it is based on its ingredients.
After its subtle implementation, it was put on sale at the shop. Local children would purchase a drink after a hard, long working day at school. Her local innovation started to gain popularity and slowly spread throughout different areas. It garnered a larger attraction, especially toward younger audiences, as it provides a nice texture, feeling, and variety of flavors. It expanded more in the 90s as part of tourism and globalization expanded, as well as social media in the 2010s. It was oriented into new ranging flavors such as green tea and oolong tea. Then, classic milk tea, fruit infused teas, slushies, and even cheese topped versions started to cultivate and gain popularity. The Taipoca pearls were also growing into new variants, such toppings including fruit jellies, aloe vera, and popping boba, providing a delightful texture and flavor experience. It spread to places such as Hong Kong and China, then the West, including America and Canada. It has grown rapidly across the globe in the modern day and has reached a net worth of $2.5 billion. Throughout the 90s is when a lot of cultural and global expansion of bubble tea came into place. It expanded greatly to vibrant Asian communities and countries surrounding Taiwan, and places in the West as well. Its simple yet successive innovation prompt a delightful and enjoyable product, especially towards a younger demographic, bringing communities and families together. To flourish a delightful mix of vibrant colors and a refreshing taste, bubble tea has sparked the world with its simply unique innovation.
Bubble tea has brought influence in many different aspects throughout people, the media, and surprisingly, business industries working with beverages especially. It has broadened yet enlightened their perception and innovative ideas for beverage companies, as bubble tea has brought its unique and contrasting flavors to the West, along with other major beverage companies which were competing in the beverage industry as well. Another huge factor that contributes to the advantage of bubble tea is its trendy style, which makes many appearances on social media, prompting a communal and widespread share, allowing its presence to not only self advertise, but make its way into cultural remarks of differing demographics.
As of now, and its successful growth, it still adapts many enhancements, such as fulfillments, to many modern focuses on health considerations to cater a health-conscious consumers. To help enforce a more expansive audience, bubble tea companies to this day are still expanding to different audiences and widespread cultures throughout the world, adapting a truly remarkable successive hit and is still continuing to grow to possibly more expansive and vast variations, bringing different cultures and communities together thanks to its differences, yet similarities, casting a perfect contradiction with itself.
All
Hey,
right.
hello, Ryan.
Hello. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay, about what data about?
Regarding your shop and how it started.
Okay, we can talk about that.
All right, sure. When did you move to Canada?
Oh, let me think about it. I think I moved to Canada maybe 8 years ago.
Wow, 8 years ago.
Yeah, time flies. I can't believe.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Why did you move to Canada?
Oh, it's a long story, but so my husband got a work permit here first, so I moved here together with him, and yeah, that's we just think we want to try some new lifestyle, try to see what it will be, what it going to be like in like living in other countries.
Oh, I see, I see.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to make bubble tea?
So when we just moved here, I started to looking for a new job, and my first job is actually still working in this shop, but I was a waitress before. And a few years later, I think I'm right. I already know every detail about how to run this shop, and the previous owner decided to move back to China, so he want to sell this shop, and I think I think maybe I can do it. I can own it. I then later I asked few of my friends, maybe they can be my partner and run this shop together with me. So I have two other friends. They run the shop together with me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Did you have any difficulties when you took over the shop?
Sorry.
Did you have any difficulties? Was it hard for you?
Yes, of course. So we always need to learn some new recipe, because if you always have only those same thing, maybe just 1 year later, the young people will lose interest about it. So we have to think about new things. And also, in the pandemic, a lot of restaurants or bubble tea shops, we face about the financial issues. It was really a hard time for us, but luckily we did it. Thanks for my family's support.
Wow, that's great. Okay. Wow. All right. So, final question here. With all of those questions asked, do you think bubble tea bridges together Canadian and Chinese culture?
I think so. So Chinese have a lot of different types of foods, but like before, I don't think the local people really interested to try Chinese food. But for bubble tea, I can say every day I see different. Like Canada is an immigrant country, so in my shop every day I see some people. I think they may come from India or from I don't know, maybe local people. They came here. They try bubble teas. Yeah, and I think so. I think it make the Canadian people start to feel interesting about Chinese foods.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I myself am an immigrant, so yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the interview.
No problem.
Here are all the sources we used. So for our sources and websites, we have attached it to a doc over here. We used Shutterstock for all of our videos, and we have used HitFilm to edit.